Hi, and welcome to Almost Airlines. How may I help you?
Here's my ticket.
Oh, I see you're going to Hawaii. You're going to love it there.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous. If the plane should crash.
But it won't.
Yes, but if the plane does crash, does the seat really act as a flotation device?
In case of an emergency, you can use your seat cushion as a flotation device.
Oh, that's good. But if it crashes in the water?
But it won't.
But if it does crash in the water, would there be sharks?
Well, in that kind of emergency, yes, there probably would be sharks. But don't worry, because if that did happen...
But it won't.
Right, but if it did happen, you just reach in and pull out the tube of lotion and rub it all over your arms and legs.
Great, then the shark won't eat me.
Oh, he'll still eat you. He just won't enjoy it. Hello there, I'm Holly, and welcome back to another Weirdness Really Bad Movie Show.
And I'm Dave, and thanks for joining us again as we do what we do best.
Right, and if we're on the air long enough, we might find something that Dave does best. What we do here is a sprinkling of our own comedy sketches with a heaping helping of public domain and to fill up an hour.
And of course, we'll have part three of our Clutch Cargo Kids Cartoon Adventure.
So what is our TV show for today?
Well, Holly, I thought today that we'd have an episode of Follow That Man.
Oh, that's great. Man Against Crime is one of my favorite shows.
That's too bad, because we're showing an episode of Follow That Man.
No, that's okay, because Man Against Crime is Follow That Man.
Man Against Crime is Follow That Man?
Yeah, okay, well let me try it this way. It's like Dr. Jekyll is Mr. Hyde.
He is?
Okay, it's like Clark Kent is Superman.
Okay.
It's like Michael J. Fox is Teen Wolf.
Oh, well in that case, I completely understand.
You do?
Absolutely.
Okay, while I figure out how Dave understood what just happened here, we better take a break and then get right into today's show. So Dave?
Yeah, Holly.
Just what is it that you completely understand?
I completely understand that I must be on the wrong show.
Thanks. Now I understand that you don't understand.
I what?
Exactly. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to The Marriage Specialist. This is where we take letters and emails from you, the viewer, about your marriage problems. Welcome back, Dr. Yvonne.
Always great to be here, Dave.
Now, our first letter is once again an email. It comes to us from Sleeping Alone at OnCouchKansas.com. Dear Dr. Yvonne, I believe that my marriage is in jeopardy because I am always saying the wrong thing. What can I do?
I found there are 2 phrases with 6 words that have prolonged marriages ever since marriage has been contrived. And they are, I'm sorry, and you're right, I'm wrong.
I just got a text message that follows up with that. It says, what makes you a marriage specialist? Signed, yourwifeathome.com.
I'm sorry, you're right, I'm wrong.
See, practical advice as always, Dr. Yvonne. Join us the next time we ask a question to the marriage specialist.
This is Ranger Jim with another nature tip. A snail can sleep for up to 3 years at a stretch, but they are amateurs compared to some other creatures. For instance, those creatures inside the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. have been asleep since 1997.
Hey, it's time for another action-packed episode of Clutch Cargo. Now, Clutch Cargo was an action serialized cartoon that was about a writer who was a pilot with white hair and rugged good looks, just like me. Well, maybe not quite as rugged as me, but anyway, the voice was done by radio actor Richard Cotting. And Clutch Cargo was the only television credit he had. Heck, I have more television credits than that, and more rugged looks, which is why I probably have more television credits. Anyway, here's episode 3 of Clutch Cargo, part 3 of The Friendly Headhunters.
Clutch Cargo and his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, The Friendly Headhunters. You remember last time, Clutch Cargo, Spinner, and Paddlefoot were in a native boat on their way to help find Chubb and Mary Perkins. A giant crocodile had attacked their boat and was about to shake it to pieces.
Hooray! He did it!
Good boy, Paddlefoot. You chased him away. Hang on to him, Spinner. Remember, this river is full of those man-eating piranha fish.
Yeah, and they might like dogs, too. Uh-oh, tom-toms.
Doesn't sound good. Someone's tipping off the Paranto Eries of our approach.
But not a headhunter in sight. Uh-oh, here they are.
Pretend you don't see them, Spinner. The Paranto Eries never kill anyone until they're sure what we're up to.
And we're up to our necks in Headhunters' headquarters.
Now they've vanished as quickly as they appeared.
Hey, the tom-toms have stopped, too.
When the living jungle grows silent, it means trouble ahead.
Uh-oh, Clutch, look!
Hey, we're surrounded. Hold on here. Something's haywire. You never see a gator jag an anteater and play buddy-buddy. Swampy! Swampy!
What are you doing, Clutch? That didn't scare him.
Only one man in the world could make those animals pals.
Gee, Clutch, you yelled so loud you shook that big bird's nest.
Bird's nest? Wait till you see.
Clutch boy!
Swampy, you fuzzy old goat. I was sure you were around here. You're the only one that'd have a bunch of animals like that for pals.
Sure they're pals.
Do they bite?
Ain't a tooth among 'em. But watch out, they might gum you. Say hello to our guests. This is battered, beaten, and busted.
Gosh, Swampy, must be nice having all these pals protecting you.
I protect them. They're older than the juniper root. You can see he's got lots of friends, too.
What gets me, Swampy? How come you're so far from your old home?
That swamp's ruined. What with some explorers stumbling through every couple of years, ain't no privacy left. What brings you back to the Amazon, Clutch?
You remember old Chubb Perkins?
Sure do. Why, he's just up the river having the time of his life.
He's not lost?
Pesky piranhas, no. He's just fishing.
We've got to contact him. His daughter Mary got herself lost searching for him.
Come on, you critters. Gotta sort of move careful.
Uh-oh, an arrow. It must be the headhunters. Be sure to tune in for the next exciting episode with Clutch Cargo.
It's time once again to open our emails and answer questions. Our first email reads, Dear Melanie, I've been chasing men for years, yet I've never been able to catch one. How can I catch a man? Signed, Just Out of Grasp. Well, Grasp, stop trying so hard. After all, the mousetrap doesn't chase the mouse, but it catches it all the same. Stop trying so hard. Change the bait. Oh, and in the answer to your email, Greg, I don't think so. Thanks for your emails.
Well, it's time for our TV episode for today of Follow That Man.
I thought you said it was Man Against Crime.
It is. Man Against Crime was one of television's first programs about a private eye, running from 1949 through 1956.
Now, broadcast over 3 different networks, CBS from 1949 through 1953, then on Dumont 1953 and 1954, and finishing off on NBC 1954 through 1956.
Once a leading man in the movies, television latched on to Ralph Bellamy, who played Detective Mike Barnett.
After Man Against Crime ended, Ralph Bellamy was able to keep busy appearing in television and in movies throughout the rest of his life. His last appearance coming in the 1990 movie Pretty Woman.
When Man Against Crime finished its run, it started another run in syndication, but because the sponsor owned the name, the show was renamed Follow That Man. So, do you understand now, Dave?
Yes, I understand.
And what do you understand?
I understand that... I really don't understand.
Well, I tried. Roll the film, Eugene.
Welcome to the Adirondack Mountains. Point that howitzer the other way, will you? It might go off, and buckshot makes a very stubborn stain.
Who are ye?
My name's Barnett, Mike Barnett. Who are ye?
What do you want?
I want you to come to Parade Rest. I'm up here to do a little hunting. I was on my way to Deer Falls. My car ran out of gas, and I thought I might be able to stay the night here.
We got no room.
But the sign says...
You just heard what I said, mister.
You got a gallon of gas?
sign don't say nothing about gas. Now get along.
Now, look, Buster. You posted the road with a sign that says tourist. If you don't want the state police up here to find out why you greet your guests with a 12-gauge salute...
What is it, Kurt?
Fella says he wants the room.
I'm out of gas, ma'am.
Well, let him have the cabin.
Come on.
I said let him have it.
Thanks, ma'am.
See, he gets out of here first thing in the morning.
Okay, mister. You heard.
I'll put that away.
That's $10 in advance.
$10? No wonder you need a gun.
Room needs doing. Ain't had trade in 2 or 3 weeks. If you want anything, ask Kurt.
How far is it to the nearest town?
Town of Big Rock, about 20 miles.
I haven't got enough gas to take me 20 feet.
Kurt'll siphon some gas off the tractor.
Well, that's mighty obliging of you.
Charge you for it, though. I wouldn't go prowling outside much if I was you. We had some chicken thieves lately. Night, mister. Go along, Kurt.
Sorry I took so long, Ethel. I just couldn't... What the devil? Where's Ethel? Who's Ethel? Who are you, for that matter? Is Mrs. Turner here? I hope not. I rented a cabin, not a dormitory.
Well, answer my question. Where's my wife?
Where'd you leave her?
Right here.
You sure you haven't got the wrong cabin, mister?
My name is Turner. My wife and I have been living in this cabin for the last 3 days. She was here this afternoon. I went into town to fix our car. Now, what is this? Who are you?
I'm a guy who's had a long day, mister. I took an overnight lease on this hut from Laughing Boy and the old lady. They said there hasn't been anybody in this cabin for weeks, and if it's like this very much around here, I can understand why.
We'll just see who's supposed to be here. Get the person I rented this from.
This fella bothering you, Mr. Barnett?
I was looking for you. What's going on around here? Where's my wife?
Your what?
This gentleman seems to think I've either got his wife or his cabin, or both.
Mrs. Turner was here when I left. I come back here to find her gone, and you rented our cabin to this man.
You know this fella?
No, I don't.
Oh, but you know me.
Mister, I never seen you before in my life. You better get.
Oh, listen, my name is Leon Turner. My wife and I have been living here for 3 days now. But you remember? Look at me.
You either got the wrong place or you up to something. Now, you get.
I'll show you that I've been staying here. My suitcase is up. Oh, my clothes are... What? Well, where are my things? What have you done with my things? I left all of my things here. My wife did, too. Why, you're thieves.
I'll give you just 6 to get out of here. 1, 2...
This is like a nightmare.
3...
Well, okay, I'll go. I don't know what's going on here.
4...
I warn you, I'm coming back with the police.
Crazy people. The world's just full of crazy people.
luggage you come back for this time? Mine?
I came back for my wife. What have you done with her?
I'm sure your wife's a very charming woman, and all the boys are trying to steal her, and this is no reflection on your wife. I came up here to relax.
I believe you're in this with them.
I'm a private investigator.
If you really are, why don't you help me? I can pay you.
You say you and your wife have spent the last 3 days in this cabin?
Yes, we did. We're on our way to Canada on a fishing trip. Just stopped off here because I heard there was a nice stream down in the valley.
The old lady said nobody been in this cabin for the past 2 weeks.
Well, she's lying.
I think she is, too.
But before, you thought that I was lying.
I found this newspaper with yesterday's dateline on it.
Well, of course, I put it there.
And I also found some freshly spilled face powder in here. And a long black hair.
Ethel's brunette.
When did you last see your wife?
Well, just this afternoon. I took the car into town. When I came back, well, you saw what happened. Gone, vanished. They've got her. These people have got her.
Have you got a picture of her?
Well, of course, in my luggage, wherever that is.
Haven't I seen you before?
I don't know. You might have. We're in show business, Ethel and me, hoofers. May have seen us someplace, caught our act.
Yeah, maybe. Is there a phone up at the farmhouse?
Yes, but there's also that grinning idiot with that scatter gun. I'm not going to go there.
All right. Where's your car?
It's up on the main road.
All right, you go into town and get the law.
And you're going to help me?
I'm going to try to get to the farmhouse to the phone. You better get to town anyway. You're not safe around here. Now beat it before Kurt comes down here and shotguns you full of blue whistlers.
Making a phone call, huh?
Yeah, I was just calling Deer Falls to tell him why I'm late.
Put it back.
Sure.
You should have asked. Should have asked first.
And a very good night to you.
Kurt, been any calls from here? No, there was a fella trying to use the phone without permission. A York City fella. Night.
Where are you going?
Why, I was just going to my car to get some sleeping pills. I have terrible insomnia. You looking for me?
I'm just going to the barn to feed the chickens.
At this hour?
What do you city fellas know about poultry?
Wait a minute. You better let me get some sleeping pills for the chickens. That coffee might keep them awake. Well, good night.
Like it. You ought to get rid of her.
Shh, she hear you.
You're crazy to get in this.
We're in it now.
Supposing he brings the police.
He ain't gonna do that. You know he ain't. I just caught him now trying to use the phone and run him out of the house. He went out to his car to get something. Well, he was using the phone without asking first. Stop gabbing. Let's get back to the house.
Who are you?
Take it easy, Miss.
What do you want? How do you know me?
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm a friend of your husband's.
Of Leon's? Is he here? Where is he?
He's gone for the police. He'll be back as fast as he can.
He doesn't think I tried to run away from him, does he? I wasn't trying to run away. You got to tell him that. These people, they said they'd kill me. They're keeping me here. You've got to get me out of here.
I'm going to help you, Mrs. Turner.
That man, Kurt.
Why are they keeping you here?
I don't know. I think they're trying to get some money out of Leon. They took all my jewelry. It wasn't much. We aren't wealthy people.
Kurt's out there looking for me with a blunderbuss. My car's out of gas, and I don't know my way around these parts. You wait here. Don't let anybody know you've seen me. Leon should be back with the police pretty soon. I'll go back and play stupid, okay?
Okay.
You can do it?
I think so.
Good girl. Here, in case you need it. Oh, no. Kurt, I don't need a guard.
And now, before the next show starts, let's enjoy an intermission. You'll find our snack bar chock full of good things to eat and drink. Tasty, tempting hot dogs, thirst-quenching soft drinks, fresh, crunchy popcorn, a complete assortment of delicious candy, and a full line of cigarettes. You've plenty of time, so visit the snack bar now. A tasty treat will double your enjoyment of the show. For your convenience, we shall keep you informed of the remaining intermission time.
Deeds Brothers Dairy, the home of the finest in dairy products. Milk is health. Deeds Dairy name on a bottle or carton is your guarantee of taste satisfaction and quality. Every day, more housewives choose Deeds fine dairy products, truly the brand in demand. For a complete line of the finest dairy products, call Deeds Brothers Dairy, featuring worry-free home service. Delivered to your door. That's Deeds Brothers Dairy.
With mustard and relish, you'll guarantee mouth-watering satisfaction. And now he sips his costume on a beautiful golden bun. There's his cue to go out on stage.
He's the natural.
He's the rage. Meet this personality at our refreshment counter. Treat the family.
Trans Adirondack 550 Ring 3. It's a tourist lodge on the Big Rock Road. Send the state police right out. A man's been murdered. My name's Mike Barnett. No, I didn't do it. Just hurry.
Stay where you are, Mr. Barnett. Kurt's dead.
I know, I just phoned the police.
He's dead.
I'm sorry, Ma.
Sorry. You're sorry you stuck a sickle in his back?
You think I killed him?
He was laying in your cabin. Ain't nobody else could have done it.
Now, wait a minute.
Kurt said he didn't trust you and I wouldn't listen to him. Well, this is his gun. And I'm going to use it on you the way he should have done.
You got it all
if
wrong.
If you know how to pray, start now and get down on you.
Give me that, Ma. Come on. Thanks, Leon. Your wife's out in the barn. You keep an eye on Ma. I'll bring her in.
While you're getting Ethel, I want to talk to this woman and find out what's been going on around here.
Take it easy. She's not in much condition to make sense. Her boy has just been killed. Did you get the police?
No, I didn't get that far. My car broke down. I better phone them right now.
No, I just phoned them. They'll be here soon. You keep an eye on Ma and see that she doesn't get into any trouble.
Who is it?
Mike Barnett, coming in.
Can we leave now? Is it safe?
It is now. The old lady's up at the house.
That horrid Kurt, where's he?
I'm afraid he's dead.
Did you?
No. You better bring Leon's things along, too. He's waiting for you.
Leon, I thought you said he went for the police.
He did, but he had car trouble. No, I phoned for them. Is this all the luggage you had?
Yes, they locked everything in here with me. So no one would find it and get suspicious, I guess.
Suspicious? Of an evening dress?
That's mine. What's so odd about it?
Nothing in New York. A little out of place in the Canadian woods, you'll have to admit.
Well, we planned on stopping off in Montreal for a couple of
Wearing
days.
a modest collection of jewelry which you brought along on your fishing trip?
Yes.
In fact, the only things you neglected to bring along were some outdoor clothes and some fishing gear.
We left that stuff in the car.
Not all of it.
What do you mean?
This your tackle box? That's quite an assortment of lures. Now, what kind of a fish would bite on these?
Suckers.
I'm going to leave this place gun-shy.
Don't be so optimistic. Put that stuff back. Drop it in the suitcase.
Sure. Anything to oblige.
Shut up and turn around. Put your hands up.
That diamond sunburst looks familiar. It could be the Wilkerson robbery in Boston last week.
You read the papers, don't you?
You're carrying around about $60,000 worth. That could bring about $20,000 if you know a good fence, and I'm sure you do.
I'll do all right.
I could return it to the insurance company and get a nice fee.
You're not returning anything, Mr. Barnett. Your last fee is going to be paid off right now. By the way, thanks for the gun.
Don't mention it. If you're a real nice girl, I'll even return the cartridges to you. I said I was going to act stupid, not be stupid. I don't believe in harming an hysterical woman.
Listen, Barnett, I'll make a deal with you. I can still fence that stuff.
No deal.
I'll let you take all of it. Just keep Leon away from me.
What do you got against Leon? He's been looking all over the place for you.
He'll kill me.
You're partners, aren't you?
He planned the whole thing. I was holding the stuff for
And
him.
you decided to do a vanishing act. You're right, Leon won't like it.
Barnett, he'll kill me.
Come on, Laughing Boy. How do they figure?
Oh, they're just a couple of yokels. I told them Leon was no good, that he beat me, and they offered to hide me till I could get away.
Okay, baby. Save the rest of it for the cops. Come on, let's get out of here.
Give me that gun, Barnett. Toss it over here. Hello, dear.
Leon.
I was worried about you.
Leon, listen. They made me do it, the old woman and the man Kurt. They shut me up and tried to get me to tell them where the stuff was, but I wouldn't tell them. You know I wouldn't try to double-cross you. You know that, Leon.
Sure. I know you wouldn't try to double-cross me. Ma and I just had a long talk over at the house. She told me how you fed her some line about me taking dope and beating you up. She told me how you paid them off to make like you never lived here. Now, you wouldn't double-cross me. Not much you wouldn't.
Leon, what are you going to do?
Give me the stuff.
Barnett has it.
Toss it here, Barnett.
Sure. Anything to stop a family quarrel.
Thanks, Barnett.
Don't mention it, except to the police.
The nearest cop is more than 45 minutes away from here. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time is what you and Blossom here are going to get, Leon. Also, they've got some Chippendale with wiring by Con Edison up at the death house, and I believe you're entitled to a seat for sticking that sickle into Kurt Mason.
Well, he interrupted me while I was going over to the cabin for the stuff.
You murderer!
Take it easy now, Ma. I didn't mean to kill him. He asked for it.
With his back to you?
Flap into your gums long enough, Barnett. Now get over there in the corner with Ma. Fast. You're coming with me, baby.
With you, Leon?
Yeah. We're going to take a little ride in Mr. Barnett's car. You never been to Canada, have you?
No.
Well, it's too bad, because you're never going to see it now. I'm letting you off just before we get there.
Another door out of here?
Yeah, it's boarded up. We can't get out.
What about this bulldozer? Does it work?
Yeah, Kurt rented out for the highway people last week for some road grading.
Let's give it a try. Figured a way to run these without gas yet, lady.
Are you Barnett?
Yeah.
We got a call. What seems to be the trouble?
A few casualties with a sickle and a gun and a bulldozer. We need a little first aid and a coffin.
The Weirdness Really Bad Movie sadly presents the Weirdness Thought of the Week.
Cling to your insecurities. In this world, it's the only thing you can be sure of.
And now, it's showtime.
Hi, I'm Maud Mother Goose, and I'm here to read you a modernized nursery rhyme. You ready for this? Okay, here goes. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. The lawyer, he got to the hospital before Jack and the ambulance arrived. For pain and suffering, the two of them sued to make Jack the richest kid alive. With the nest egg he built and the net worth he had, Jack knew he'd never be slumming, and never for water uphill would he go, because Jack had installed indoor plumbing. Do you see how good things can come from bad? Oh, well, join me next time when we find out, why did the little old lady live in a shoe when there was perfectly good Section 8 housing 3 blocks away? Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.
Chevrolet presents Western Michigan, vacation land of the inland seas. Michigan, queen of the Great Lakes, is washed on 3 sides by the inland seas. Vacationists arriving from the west on the huge car ferries at Muskegon, Ludington, or Frankfort can combine the novelty of sea travel with the practical pleasures of a motoring holiday. One of the most unusual celebrations in America is the Tulip Time Festival in Holland, Michigan. A riot of color and delicate bloom draws visitors and buyers from everywhere. Originally a Dutch colony, the entire town takes part in festival and pageant. Splendid highways lead back from the coast to the forest regions of Michigan, to resort areas offering infinite variety in scenery and in sports. Glen Lake, breathtakingly beautiful, is but one of more than 11,000 lakes in Michigan. In contrast with lake and forest is Michigan's dune country, with sand dunes such as Sleeping Bear, slowly drifting, relentlessly burying the countryside under the drive of the west wind. Whimsically shifting, barren and somber, Michigan's sand dunes are a never-ending attraction for visitors. Michigan is a land of wooded hills and water. Her coastal highways are skirted by more than 3,000 miles of sweeping beaches. The distance from New York to San Francisco spun out in mile after mile of golden sands. You and your family can enjoy the beauty of this spot, and no matter where you live, you can reach it quickly, comfortably, and with utmost economy. Travel this year the roads to romance, to places you've always wanted to go. And when you travel, go in one of the quality motor cars your Chevrolet dealer has to offer. It will be your magic carpet that will carry you to the land of your heart's desire.
Gee, I'm glad you stayed all night, Bobby. Don't you like the cereal? Oh, yeah. But it's a little mushy. It's not crisp like the kind my breakfast pals serve Dad and me at home. Your breakfast pals? Sure, they come every morning as soon as I whistle. What? I'm Snap. I'm Crackle. I'm Pop. At your service, Bobby.
Oh, yeah? Hey, gang. These guys is muscling in.
get him. Come on, Mushy.
Hey, let's go, Sobby. Bobby, these Rice Krispies are swell. Look, they float. Sure, and they're so crisp, it's noisy. Hear it? Crisp to the last spoonful.
Time once again for another Weirdness quiz. So get your pen and paper out and we can begin.
If you're using an iPad, then you better put your pen down. Today, we're going to take the first aid quiz.
So if you're ready, or even if you're not, let's test your first aid knowledge.
Question number 1. If someone falls and breaks his leg, you should A. Find 2 sticks and make a splint. B. Find 2 sticks and then just split. 3. Find 2 sticks and play the drums. D. Rub 2 sticks together to start a fire.
Question number 2. What should you do if someone has a black eye? A. Apply a cold pack. B. Drink a 6-pack. 3. Put on a backpack. Or D. Punch the other eye to make it match.
Question number 3. If someone is choking, you should A. Perform the Heimlich maneuver. B. Perform the hokey pokey. 3. Perform the second act, scene 2 of Hamlet. D. Run around in circles and scream.
Question number 4. If someone has a bloody nose, you should A. Have her lean forward and pinch her nose just below the bony bridge. Or B. Have her lean back, stuff tissue up her nose, and then pinch her cheek. 3. If you're a Frenchman, just pinch her butt. Or D. Call the Red Cross and tell them you have a new donor.
And question number 5. If someone gets a minor burn, what should you do? A. Run the burn under cool water for 10 minutes. B. Hold their head under cool water for 10 minutes. 3. Baste, rotate, and then put back in oven. D. Get out the marshmallows.
That's it, test over. Put your pens and pads down.
Now take your paper and hand it to the person on your left.
If there's no one on your left, then just fold it into a paper airplane and sail it across the room.
And be sure to study hard for the next Weirdness quiz.
They take their places in the circling chairs for a glimpse into the future. At the New York World's Fair, what things will look like 20 years hence. Highways and horizons of 1960. We move around a vista of roads, a bridge between mountains where the highway is truly high. Traffic lanes regulated at varying rates of speed. And the way they emerge from a tunnel. Across the bridge, the stream of automobiles in reproduced clever miniature. And the highway takes us into the city of the future. This is the vision that architects and engineers have summoned of the metropolis soon to come. So the best riders of the West are in this rodeo. For example, here's Tom Mix of the movies, still quite a rider. Does that cowboy stay on for the required period? You bet he does. This chap has a rough ride, but a successful one. Though when you get off a wild Mustang, it's likely to mean a spill. There's a large percentage of successful rides here at New Hall, California. A tribute to the list of Bronco busters in the bucking show. Some are tossed, of course, and that bronc is ornery, and so is that steer. Not content with tossing the cowboy, the critter wants to gore him too.
Am I happy all the news ain't serious?
Here's a graduation day. The Methodist Hospital of Brooklyn is picking the healthiest and huskiest 6 months old out of their latest crop of babies. Guess which one each mama thinks is the best? Certainly. But the doctor and nurse is more scientific. It's all in the diet. You and me couldn't look that way on pig's knuckles with cabbage and chocolate moldeds. There's a bathing beauty. Ain't she cute? While the doctor is tuning in, how about a little smile? Okay, that's enough for 'em. It's a shame they grow up into us. Sure, some of them cry. No, stop it. You grow up with a squunched face. And here's the winner, baby Rose Bloisy. A Rose by any other name, Rose, don't eat the prize. Cute, the new belle of Brooklyn. Hello, Mom. Hello, Pop. Me and the Dodgers, hey, Pop?
Oh, I get it. Man Against Crime is Follow That Man.
Yes, it's too bad it took you the whole show to figure it out. But it's not too late to figure out how to email us at reallyBadMovie@rocketmail.com. Let us know if you have a favorite sketch or a favorite show, and we'll try to work it in.
Then go to WeirdnessReallyBadMovie.com, where you'll be exposed to over 150 videos.
Overexposed, if you ask me.
Well, I didn't ask you. And Facebook is a great place to keep up with what's going on by going to www.facebook.com/TWRBM. That's for The Weirdness Really Bad Movie.
So tune in next week when Dave will be confused about something else.
Holly, you know what? I really take offense to that statement.
Do you deny it?
No, but I do take offense to it.
We'll see everyone right back here next week for the Weirdness Really Bad Movie Show.